gives me a dream, and in this dream, we were in a house. We were protected. Those who are in the house are protected, right? We're in a house, and so I could hear these planes. I'm like, why do these planes sound so close? And in the previous video I just made, I was talking about the planes there as well. And so this plane was white, but then it had red stripes and blue stripes, right? And it wasn't like one of those like, like the aircraft that, commercial aircraft. It was like one of those little smaller two-seater, not a helicopter, two-seater jets. Hope I'm saying the right name, right? And so I can see it doing this. Like it was going so fast, and then it was like, and just crashed in the middle of the street. Like it made it over the houses. It didn't touch the houses. And so the people who were in the houses, they were protected, and the houses were protected. But then when it crashed, boom, right in the middle of the street, and just exploded into flames, right? And so I remember I was inside of the house. I remember telling people like, "Oh my goodness, did y'all get see that? Did y'all hear that?" It was a plane that just crashed outside. I was watching it from the window. And so I began to tell the people like the planes weren't safe. And so I tell one of the guys that were in there, his name was Ray Shine. And so I looked up the meaning of Ray Shine, and Ray Shine meant, well, Ray meaning light, okay, and Shine meaning God is gracious, right? And so he had on an all white cloak. And so we went outside, and I began to tell him like they're not taking it they're not taking it serious. I guess I knew that it was people who were in the house that were willing to still go outside. And I'm like, they're not taking it serious. Like they're going to try to go outside. They're not taking it serious. And so we're on like the back part of the patio, which was like enclosed like with a net. And so when you look like further out, it was the woods, like the wilderness, right? But this house set off of that on the street. And I began to tell him that, and then the dream was over. And so then I have another dream literally one day after that. Because I'm like, Lord, can you give me, the interpretation and the revelation of what that word meant? Like, I needed to sit with the Lord to find out what it meant. And so the next night, I have a dream. And so in this dream, I can see a plane, but this time the plane is at the end of a street. And so it's over a field. And so out of nowhere, the plane just just explodes. Just explodes. And I'm like, at first I was like, was that a bomb? But it was a plane that exploded. It exploded. I kept telling people, get back, get in the house, get back. The planes are about to start falling again. And I remember in the dream telling them, like, I gave a word about this, about the planes falling again. And then that was the end of the dream. And so the Lord has sent me here today to let you all know. Like I said before, I think I want to say back sometime when the planes were falling back in like April or maybe even March or April, sometime when they were falling last year, that the planes were crashing and malfunctioning. I told you all that to pray that the Lord, shows, mercy, and that these things can turn around if people turn away from their wicked ways. And that these planes and stuff were only falling because it was a sign of judgment from the Lord, because of the disobedience, because of how wicked the world is, right? And so now here in these two dreams, we see that the Lord is getting ready to move his hand of protection. And we're going to get ready to see planes fall again. These dreams were back to back. And so I'm just here to give the message, to give the warning that the Lord has sent me here to give. That it's coming and it's part of judgment. And like the Lord said, this all depends on his people obedience. His people turning away from their wicked ways, because if they do, he will heal the land. And if they don't, these things will come to pass. And so he sent me here to give the warning about that we're going to see a increase again of planes just falling out of the sky, of pestilence. And this is all because of the wickedness in the world. And so, like I always say, take me back to the Lord. Take this word back to the Lord. Allow the Lord to minister to you more. Allow the Lord to give you revelation on what this is that I have spoken. Allow the Lord to confirm to you that this is what he has sent me here to speak. And again, you guys, just keep praying. Just keep praying. The land can be healed if people turn away from their wicked ways. And those who are inside of the house, those are God's people who have kept his commandments, who have been obedient, who have been preparing, who has been following what the Lord has been saying, who have been hearkening to the Lord's voice. Those people will be protected. But those who are outside of the house, those are the people who are in the world, but God people will be set apart for what is going to take place in the world. So again, take me back to the Lord, take this word back to the Lord, and allow him to confirm and minister to you more. And until my next video, you guys, stay focused and be blessed. And I'll see you on my next one.